It was in the year 2017, my good friends, when I saw a property in an area called Riversdale. And within that, you have seen the picture, the before and the after, and we all said that this was a good deal. Was it a good deal? Well, in this video, my good friends, we are going to tell everything that happened on this property. As you are seeing, we are in this year, and you can imagine what happened in 2017. This is what we call BC, before COVID. Yeah. So my good friends, let's jump onto it. We saw a property on Facebook, but actually it wasn't on Facebook. I got the deal from a good friend of mine, and basically she said to me, TJ, there's a property that's selling out on this particular platform, which was on Facebook Market. Yes, properties do sell on Facebook Market. And within that, this actual property was at the value of 150. So someone was selling it for 150, and it was a dump. I'm going to show you some of those videos and so on so that you can see for yourself. Eventually, we bought the property for 250, and within that 250, we had planned that for 300,000 we were going to be able to do the renovation, and the property evaluation was sitting at 850. So we were all in on 550,000 rand, and subtracting that from 850, we were still sitting at a good profit. Well, how did the project go? Today we are going to find out what has happened throughout the times. The years have come gone, and this was, my friend, a deceased estate, which we then later learned that it was a triple deceased estate. So my good friends, 2017 was the offer, was the year where we put in the offer. 2017 was the year we actually was able to move in. 2018 we were finished with the reno. 2019 we were making a bit of money, and so the story goes. But I just want us to go back and look at all the challenges that we had. Right, some of these challenges, my good friends, were as follows. Challenge number one. This particular property is heavily abandoned. There's nobody staying on this property. There's grass everywhere, and you will see in the video that I'm going to show you now that this property, I was scared that animals were going to jump out of this property, but you're going to see that. That's the first challenge. Renovating an abandoned house comes with so many challenges, because you don't know whether the structure is still good. You just don't know what you don't know, and it really needs some real tenacity to be able to turn it around. So that's challenge number one. Challenge number two is that we're not sure what is working on the property. Is plumbing still working? We don't know. Is electrical still working? We don't know. Well, we could walk in through the house, we could see that some of the doors are gone, some of the windows are gone, but what else is still functioning? And the bones of the structure could be there, but what else could be not working? So that's a big challenge. So challenge number two. Challenge number three is that the neighborhood actually refer this property as a ghost house. So is there a ghost in the house? What if we go and buy this property and there is a ghost, and in the evening the ghost comes out? I don't know. Do you believe in ghosts? But the neighborhood referred to this property as the ghost house. Ooh, okay. This is not Halloween stuff, right? This is like proper stuff. Okay, so it is a ghost house. Number four is that I actually didn't, up until, wait, let me rephrase there, right? Up until I visited Riversdale, I didn't know that there's a town called Riversdale. So this particular suburb is totally out of my sphere. That's number two. Number two, I'd been to the Vow, and I passed through Riversdale, yes, but I didn't know it was Riversdale. So as I was driving through the place, I was like, oh, deja vu, I've been here before. And I could see it's not like a suburb, like where je ne sais quoi is. There's nice houses, don't get me wrong, but it's like a medium, not like very low, but low to medium neighborhood in terms of income. So from an LSM perspective, it's on the low side. But anyways, I don't know this area, so I had to learn the area myself. Obviously, so that's challenge number 4. Challenge number 5 is that when I started driving from my place to where this particular property is, I put on my odometer, and by the time I go through to the place, I was exactly 119 kilometers away from my place. That's a huge challenge if you're doing a development. That's a huge challenge if you're doing renovations. That's a huge challenge if you're doing anything in the property space. The distance is just too big. Should I do this? Should I not? But hang 10, I'm going to show you now what the property actually looks like. So hang on.
Yeah. Okay. This is the house. Apparently this is a deceased house, so this is the neighbor's house, which looks so nice. They've got a cottage there. If you look further down there, that is the garage. We're going to go there now. This is the outside. Okay, it's got a little bit of a lower roof. Okay, and we're going in. Okay, this looks like a scullery, sort of like, or should I say, that's what I'm thinking we can make it. This was a bathing room. We can make it a kitchen because this is the entrance of the house. It hasn't been vandalized too bad though, compared to what I saw yesterday. This is I think lounge, sort of like. Can make it. All right. The roof was a little bit low. I mean, it's an old house, so it's cool. And then this is the dining. So we said lounge, dining, yes. So we can make this the dining. And the dining's got, that's like a triple wall or something like that. Okay, it goes out there. And it goes into a veranda of sort. Which is cool, I think. And this is the main bedroom. It's small. Let's see, 1, 2. It's a 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 3 by 4. It's a very tiny bedroom. I'll smell this bed in here. Okay, this is the bathing room. Could leave it like this. And we could split this somewhere here, and we can make that a walk-in wardrobe. And coming next door here, this we could make a bedroom and extend. There's a little bit of a area there outside. We could just make that a bathing room, shower of sort. This is also another, was the old kitchen. Could make this a bedroom and also have the shower from outside there. So all in all, now we have bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, men in suit. We're going back, and we are in the lounge. We could possibly break away this to make, if it's not structural, to make it nice and big, or we could make it pillar like. But you can see how thick the wall is there. That looks like almost like a quadruple wall. Okay, cool. We're going out.
Boom! Welcome back. I'm sure that you saw that video there. I apologize for some of the not so good quality, but I'm sure you were able to see the property, and you can relate to me when I did say to you that the property is abandoned. You can see that. Let's go ahead with some of the other challenges that we saw here on this property, and we can now be able to go into the opportunities. Challenge number 6 is that, as and when I went to visit this property, for viewing purposes. It was on a Sunday morning. I remember that very well. And I went to see this property, and I had seen it for 150,000. That's what I'd seen it for. By the time I got there and the agent showed me the property, she said to me, there is someone who's keen to put in 200, and are you keen to put in 220? And I said, well, let me think about it. And that person called in. And by the way, I don't know whether I was hit here with some marketing tactic, but the bottom line is that eventually a 250 is what was the going price on that particular day. So is it still a good deal? We did say that on this particular property, it is sitting at a whopping value of 850,000, and now we're buying it for 250. As you saw it, that's exactly what we are getting. 250, that's what we're buying for. Is it still a good opportunity? If we subtract, right, 850 from 250, how much is equity on the table? So, right, for some of us, we don't know how to calculate. I'm going to put it up on the screen, and you're seeing there, that's the value of the money that we're going to be getting. And you can see, my good friends, that we've got a 600,000 to be playing around with here. So I think at this junction, I'm excited. I'm thinking this is a good deal. I'm thinking it's a good deal. The numbers are not lying. So is it a good deal? But nonetheless, challenge number 6 is that I actually don't have cash. I went to view this property, but I don't have the cash. The agent also then reinforced the thinking that this particular property, if she is to give it to me, it has to be a cash deal, no less. Oh God, should I go ahead with this deal? Where am I going to get the money from? That was my next challenge. Now, challenge number 7 is that I then learned from the estate agent that this property is actually a deceased estate. Some of you who don't know, a deceased estate is that when you have died and you have not correctly structured all your stuff, basically the government wants to close your estate and make sure that whatever liabilities that you have, together with the assets that you have, everything is going to close and the books balance and you don't owe them anything. That's what a deceased estate is all about. So they're winding off the estate. Now here, my good friends, is that we know that it's a deceased estate. That was challenged. So I'm thinking, should I do this deceased estate? Should I not? What are the challenges? And my good friends, this was project number 2 for me to do a deceased estate. At this time, on project number 7. So I've done a deceased estate before. So should I do this one? Is it good? Should I not do it? It's challenges that I'm just observing, and I'm asking you the same questions as well to say, should we be taking on this project with the knowledge that we've got? If I was to bring this onto the table for you and you've got the 250, would you do it? By the way, do not forget that every Wednesday at the top of the hour at 7 o'clock, we bring you what we call Wednesday Deal Day. And Wednesday Deal Day, my good friends, is just basically a day where we showcase a deal, and you who are subscribed here, you can easily raise your hand and say, TJ, I'm in for that deal, and we can pass on that deal to you. We have sold so many opportunities to many people here on this channel that is called the TJ Tribe. But let's come back to the challenges here. So it's a deceased estate. Challenge number 9, or should I say number 8, is that I have not flipped a property in this area before. And with what I know now, is it a potential flip or is it a buy-to-let? I went with my eyes thinking that I am buying a flip. So is it still a flip? It's a challenge. I'm struggling here. You saw what the property looks like. And I'm just asking the question, should we go ahead with this property as a flip or not? You know, we're wondering here. Now, over and above that, which was now challenge number 9, is that I was not so sure whether this could be a heritage property. When I put the deed on this property, I saw that outside the year that we had seen of 1987, the property itself was actually built in the 40s. Yeah, so it was built in the 40s. So is it still a good opportunity? Heritage comes with its own problems. I don't know. Is it still a good opportunity? There's 600,000 here, my good friends. Should we not do it? And then obviously, no, I mustn't say obviously, but my last challenge, which is challenge number 10, is that I was scared. I was really scared. I've been scared most of my time when doing opportunities. So here, I was very scared. That long grass, I mean, my voice was strong. I wasn't just showing that I'm scared. But real inside, I was scared. I was even scared to sign the offer to purchase because I knew that I don't have the cash. So is this a good deal? I've just walked away. I walked away with an offer to purchase and I said to the agent, I'll come back to you. So with what we know now, is it a good deal? In the comments, let me know, TJ, this is a good deal, this is not. Or what would you do if it was you? You have gone to see this property. I bring it to you here on our channel. And we have gone through to speak to our builder and our construction guy. And the construction guy has said, round about 300,000, we will be able to do the project in and then out. So we're buying for 250. Renovation cost is around about 300. So we'll be all in on 550. And we did say that we can easily sell this property for around about 850. That's what it's evaluated for. So is it still a good deal? And on this particular deal, this VIP client of ours then said, TJ, I want to partner up with you. Whilst you're selling this deal, yes, I know it's mine. I can be able to have it, but I want to partner up with you. Let's go in together because this particular property is a little bit out of my way. And over and above that, I also don't want to do the project. How about if you partner up with me? I looked at the numbers and I said, okay, fine. Maybe I can be able to do this, and we partnered up. Different ways of partnerships that we can do. And obviously, then the deal became the deal. So we went out there in Riversdale and we got our property. So now this is a joint venture between me and my partner, and who's a VIP client, a subscriber like you. And basically, we had a couple of challenges right at the beginning. And some of these challenges was that the property was an abandoned property. You know, you saw that. We're not so sure what was working on the property or not. It was referred to as a ghost house. And I didn't know this town, for starters with, you know. And, you know, it's about 110, about 117, let's just call it 120 kilometers away from where I am. And we figured out that it was a deceased estate. But I am in the project now, and I'm going to give you a small snippet of what the property is looking like. And this was roundabout from the time of putting in an offer to purchase and the time of securing some money. This was maybe around about 4 months.
Hey, how's it going? We are back again at 206 Yan, and you can see that there's some great improvements in terms of the work that we have done. If I look outside here, you will see that we've already started putting out some poles, digging for the poles to be put up. So the poles are right round. You can see that the jungle, most of the jungle is out now. And as we go out here, you can see that from the outside we are raising the roof, because remember that roof was a little bit small, right? Right at the back there we had a little bit of a small patio. We are converting that to accommodate us to have a guest toilet. at the back. All right, as I go moving up here, most of the guys are staying here, so yeah, they're going to put up some fires. Now we're going to put, if I come back here, right on top there, the roof is going to come all the way down, so it's going to be one roof, right? And what you see there is that's the entrance. We're going to have a sliding door, and the wall that you are seeing there, we're going to take out all of that wall. To my left, we've incorporated a bathing room, and not a bathing room, sorry, but that's going to be a toilet, a guest toilet. So this dining room here will be one big dining room, and it will open up here all the way to the end there. Okay, if I move, and this will be the kitchen. It's a little bit dark. No, not much of work that's been done there. If I come back to the dining, I'm going into a bedroom. This is going to be a bedroom. That geyser is going to go. I'm hoping that it's working though. You can see that there's been some progress. We have raised the roof from this end. So next to the window there, we're going to put a door there, and that door will go through into this next room. We're going to close off where you're seeing there, where into this room, so that where you're seeing that door, just behind that will be a bathing room, and that bathing room will share this room where I am, and where this door is will be closed, and that room there will be a bedroom. So it's 2 bedrooms, and both bedrooms are going to share that bathing room there that I just spoke about. Okay, we will close off here, and this will become the master's toilet. Right, you can see that the guys have cleared up nicely in here. It's looking much better. Right, this is kind of an ancient house. You know, I haven't come across a house like this one, and this is the reason why I'm saying it's an ancient house. Look at it. That's stones, brah. They were building with stones and mud. Yeah. So this whole house has actually just been built with mud all across. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is going to be the bedroom. And yeah.
There you are, my good friends. You see now there is a bit of life coming up onto the project. But I also want to share with you that we have also unearthed more challenges on this deal. Woo, woo. But as you know, in real estate, we make money by literally solving some of these challenges. And some of these challenges were pretty painful. Here at the TJ Tribe, we got the thing that we call sometimes we win and sometimes we learn. So lots of learnings on this particular deal. So let's start. I've got 7 of these challenges that I'm wanting to share with you that we have unearthed over and above the original 11 other challenges that we started off with. So is there still some money on this deal or not? We are in it now. We've already paid 250 on this deal, and we needed 300,000 of renovation. Is it still a good deal? That's the other question that I want us to answer today, and in the comments you can let us know. Well, what are some of the other challenges? The other challenges that we saw in here is that, number one, when I visited the property the first time around and we put in an offer, you remember the lady that she was playing a marketing gimmicks there, right? There was a palisade fence around the property. Now we moved in, the palisade fence is gone. So another challenge that we did not anticipate, basically the palisade fence, the boundary fence. It was some form of a palisade or sort. So it's gone. Additional costs that we didn't anticipate. When I was at the property, there were 2 geysers that I did see myself. Yes, I did see these geysers myself, and I tested one of them, and one of them was working, and I couldn't get to the other one. But now that we are in the property, the 2 geysers have gone missing. Oh, right. Oh, beautiful. So it continues. You remember at the beginning of the other videos, I did indicate that the roofing was a little bit low. And this has also now become a problem with the city council. The city council came to us and they were asking us, you're doing some renovations, could we update the plans? And we needed to do this anyways because we were thinking that the property is a heritage site, isn't it? So we had to go to the council. The council came out whilst we were cleaning up the property, and one of the things that they highlighted for us was that the particular roof is a little bit lowish for today's standards. So we needed to upgrade the roof. Ooh. Again, this was something that we didn't plan for, to uplift or to rise the roofing. So, whew, that's another cost. That's another cost that we didn't anticipate on. Now, I want to state the fact that even though when we started looking at the scenario of the roof itself, a few things popped up, right? I mean, who goes into a roof when you are buying in a property? Nobody, right? So I didn't. I never went into the roof. I didn't check what I didn't check. And my good friends, I want to tell you that that decision of not going into the roof on this particular property has bite my bum hard. What basically happened? Well, we all know that within a ceiling there is roof trusses. On this particular house, there ain't no roof trusses. Do you know what's in it? Roof box. Tree box. I don't know whether they're called trusses of bucks or tree bucks. Like, I don't know. But who would do that? Who does that? Who built a house and put in tree bucks? Who does that? Well, somebody did, right? So this is my other challenge now, where we were assuming that we actually have a roof. We don't, right? So now we need a new roof altogether. Oh, that 300,000 that we're budgeting on, my good friends, woo, it's gone. It is gone. Gone, 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 gone. So what is the, oh, my good friends, we can, I don't know. This project now is borderline losing money. I can see it now with all of these things that are happening. But hold on, it's not the only issue, right? So I'm going to go into the project, show you another snippet of the project where we are doing a renovation inside. But one of the problems that we identified was that once we were doing the change of plans to suit what we were going to be doing, and we took this into the council was happy with it. They gave us a stamp, and then we started breaking some of the walls. And long behold, as we were breaking these walls, my good friends, they were not made out of bricks. They're made out of granite stones. This is like an ancient house. Like a house from back in the days. Right? But anyway, let's check out the video. We'll come back. Hey, how's it going? Right. This is the progress in Riversdale. Right, so most of the rubble is out of the house, and we've got most of the guys that are coming out and fixing up the rubble. So I'm just going to take you on a tour of outside. We had to bend most of the grass from outside. Yeah, because we couldn't there wasn't a place to go and dump everything. It looks clear. So that's just kind of like the outside.
good progress. Okay, so now let's go and take in the outside progress. You can see that now we don't have a roof. Yeah, so we've had to bring in new trusses. So all of those old trusses are gone. And you can see here that we've raised the wall. The wall is up in there and nice and intact. On this side as well, the wall is nicely intact. What are we going to do? Some consideration. Initially we had said that this whole area is going to be a shared bathing room. But I mean, if you look at it, this is actually quite a big place. Consideration is to put in a second, to divide this in two and then just make each room have, like for instance on the far left here, that's a bedroom, and in between there's another bedroom. So we split this into two and we put a window here and we make it one bed, one bath, so it becomes an ensuite. So all of a sudden we now have three bedrooms. All of them now becomes ensuite. Okay, cool. All right. Now this is outside still, and we are right there on top. You can see that we've put up the trusses from this angle as well, and we still need to do some build up of the roof there to go all the way up. So if I just explain it from the outside view, on the far left window, that's a bathing room. Second window, that's also a bathing room. And you can see here where we are, directly in front of me, where the window is together, where it's not plastered. We're going to take that one out and then put in a new window altogether. That creates room for, that creates light there in that particular room. And then on the far right hand side here, we're going to, that's the guest's bathing room. Okay, so that's the view. Okay, and now we come in here. Let's see. So from outside, that's going to be our kitchen. We're going to put an aluminium window there on the far right. We'll put an aluminium window. We're putting a sliding door here, and this whole section is looking nice, and that roof now is looking like a normal roof. Yeah. Okay, so going into the room, into the house, on the left hand side we've got the guest bathing room. Sorry for the noise, I mean it's still a normal construction site. And as we come in here, this is the dining, and we will go into the master's bedroom. So this window, we're going to take it out, then we go back outside, and so we're going to close this area so that this whole area just has a normal wall, see, from there to the bottom. And then inside we have a light here, and that becomes a normal wall, right, with no window. And then here we have a big window here, right? And as we go in, this will be the bathing room. A lot of transformation now that has happened here. Okay, so plastering is done. So this whole area on the where I'm projecting now, that's where the cupboards would be. So it's sort of like a walk-in cupboard, and where those frames are, the door frames, we're actually trying to demonstrate that we can fit in a shower there, and the sink is going to move slightly to the left to accommodate someone to use the toilet, and that tub is still going to stay. Right, so that's the master's bedroom in suit. Good progress. Coming back into the dining and coming into the first room. So we salvaging all of our tile, all of our zinc, and we're going to use them, reuse them. So this is the area where we were saying, so remember there was a door there, we've closed that door. And this is the area that we were saying that we put a door here, but if we go in here, see this space is quite big. You can see, it's almost like a 4 by 1.5. So we will split it into half, put a shower in the toilet, put a shower in the toilet there. Okay, going back to the dining again, and so this is the lounge, this is the dining. So we're in the dining now. To my right will be the kitchen, and to my left will be the bedroom, another bedroom. And this bedroom now, with the proposed plan, will be en suite. So seeing that we've opened up here, creating a second bathing room to make this bedroom en suite, we just want to see whether it still make financial sense for us. I think it will add some value if we do that. And now we are going into the kitchen. You can see there's a lot of, you can see the places built with stones all around. Yeah. Okay, cool. That's it from me. We'll start again soon. Cheers. Bye.
So bingo, there you are now. You have seen it, from a different view, how we are now renovating the property. But as we are renovating, my team is on site. I'm taking in a lot of lessons. Right? Lessons. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. The learning is hard on this project. I can officially tell you that the budget is no longer on 300,000. I mean, you can see it for yourself. It's not. Right? Now, my good friends, the other humongous new challenge that I was faced on this particular project was that. This is so painful. If you have ever done a deceased estate, you would know that it takes a bit of time for you to wind it off. So we're now double checking how far are they, and somewhere along the line they say they are waiting for the father's estate to close. So I'm like, wait, who are we buying from? It was a lady's name. So is the lady there? Is this the husband? Is this the father? What's the relationship here? So I asked the question, and they said, no, this is the father. The relationship to the person who's who is selling the property to you is a daughter and father. But the mother was also involved. She is also late. And at the moment, we are dealing with the mother's estate. Oh, Lord, nkulunkulu wami. Yo. So I'm like, wait. So we haven't even got through to my estate that I'm buying from. The father estate needs to wind off. The mother's estate. So this is a triple deceased estate. Oh, Lord. When is this property going to register? At this junction, the attorney says, Mr. Jack, your guess is my guess. Okay, we are like 4 months in, and I checked in at 6 months, nothing. I checked in a year, nothing. But let's not go ahead of ourselves. We're just discovering this, right? We're discovering this at month number 5, right? And at a year's line in terms of timeline, again, this property hasn't transferred. It hasn't even gone through the first estate yet. It's year number 1. Now, you could be saying, but TJ, that's an opportunity there. Oh yes, my friend, it is an opportunity. And I'll explain to you now how it became an opportunity for me. But basically, this became a triple estate, and I had to wait for the transfer, which means that even though had I finished doing my reno, and if I wanted to flip That opportunity of flipping does not exist anymore because I won't be able to get my money. We need to wait for deceased estate number 1 to finish off, wind off as they call it. Estate number 2 needs to wind off. Estate number 3 needs to wind off. When? I don't know. But anyways, now you can see, my good friends, these are my new challenges. Basically around about how many? The fencing was stolen. The geysers were stolen. Triple deceased estate. The father, the mother, the daughter. The roof needed an upgrade. The trusses didn't exist. Basically, $3 did exist. We were cleared to be a non-heritage property, but we found out in the wall there was granite. The property was built with granite stone, which meant that demolition became very, very expensive. And the last one was that the budget. As you can see, with all these changes, the budget of 300,000 is no more. So my good friends, where are we now? It was a good deal. We're buying at 250. We're going to renovate for 300. So we're all in on the deal on 550. Happy to sell at round about 800. And the property is valued at 850. But these challenges, all of these challenges needs money. So where are we now on the budget? The budget, my good friends, let's go and see some of the other renovations that we're doing. And then we'll come back and talk about the budget.
Hey, how's it going? Right, the palisade fence. This is the palisade fence is now starting to take shape. So all the poles are in, and we're going to start now with just putting them up. And you can see from outside now that we're putting a little bit of the effort. We're shifting more into what we need to do outside. So this little house here is going to go, and potentially we're going to put in a wall there just to make sure that we have a wall in the workshop. But the guys have already started looking at what we can do here. So you can see the other week we had the gardener coming out. So already we've started doing some work outside with the gardener, just trying to get some kind of shape outside. The house is taking shape now. You can see the guys busy now with the roof. Right, busy with the roof, and they're putting up all of the sheets now. So outside, this is plastering. The first prime has been put in, and it's actually all around. Okay, no work has been done in this one, except just to clean it up. And let's have a look this side. There we go. Cool. All right. Nice progress, yeah. Again, some palisade. Poles are in here. Most of these trees are going to go now. We've got our window there now on the far left, and on the far right, sorry. We put in an aluminium window there. We've leveled it up with the next window. That wasn't existing. We had to put it in, so we just shifted it from the other end. Okay, so we're going in now. The other side. Right.
And then
Kaboom. So on the side here, we've put the sliding door. Sliding door is now in. The other window is now in. The aluminium windows that we were talking about. Another aluminium window is now in. And if we come back here, the gate, the poles are already here. Some nice progress here. Okay. And this place is going to go. All right. So if we look from the other angle, right, there we are. This looks much better. All right. So now we can go into the house. Okay, we can go and see what's happening inside the house. Okay, going in. So the French door is back in the scullery. Not significant work here that's been done, except, you know, the window that we see from outside and the door. And as we're walking into the kitchen, we see that the plastering is done, and that window that we see from outside also is done. And we're going into the dining. Not much of work yet. Okay. From the last time that we gave an update. And we're going into room number 1. And we've taken out, there was a geyser that was sitting here on the corner. Remember, this was the old kitchen. So we've sort of like turned around this house. Okay. A bit of work that's been done here. I will not go through this side, which is going to be the study. But, oh yeah, we can go in. So we're still going to put in a wall here. And there's some work that's been done here to put in a window. So remember where I'm standing now, that's where the bedroom, that's where the, behind me is going to be the study, and here is going to be the bathing room and the ushe. So that's where the window there is going to come in. So we're going to bedroom number 2. Some work here that's progressed. We can see that already we've started putting up the ceiling. In our last update, the ceiling wasn't in here. Now we're going into the dining and the lounge. Those are the windows that we're seeing from outside together with the sliding door. All right. And there's some great progress here in terms of the plastering and then putting in the rhino light. See the rhino light in here. Okay, so rhino light has been applied all over, but obviously we cannot put rhino light on the right hand side here because we're still busy with the roof. So if we put it in, you know, the rain might just wash it because we're consistently having rains this side. This is where the boys are sleeping. The room has been nicely rhino lighted everywhere. Okay, going in, and we'll go into the going to be the bathing room, and we have changed it around. Okay, so where we're looking at now, that's going to be the wardrobes facing this side. And if I go onto the other hand, and again still facing that way, you see where the bathtub is, it was facing the other way around, so now we've just tilted it. And where those 2 tapes are, we're going to put in a shower, and the toilet will still, the toilet sit, the chamber will sit on the right hand side there, and the sink will come next to the window there. And this would be our masters. If you go up, the ceiling, they should start doing the ceilings next week. So already here the structures have been put in place, structures for the ceilings put in place. So some good progress. Yeah, and that's it for now. Cheers, bye.
Welcome back, my good friends. We are now talking about the budget, and as you can see, I am highly depressed. I thought this was a gold mine. I didn't know any of this. There was no due diligence that could have given me any of this information. But it is what it is. I need to forge ahead with the deal. That's what I need to do. I can't let it go now. I have to continue. So how am I going to continue? Well, the renovation dictates now a whooping 500,000. And we bought this property for 250, and the renovation now plus the buying price, we're now sitting at 750. We still have a little bit of life on 850 to make some money. But at this junction, because of the intricacies of this deceased estate, this is no longer a flip. I made a call. I'm not done with renovation, but I've made this call. It's an important call for me to make so that I can be able to manage my partner very well. It's no longer a flip. We have to go the buy-to-let route. Okay, why am I deciding to go the buy-to-let route? Well, firstly, I don't know when the property is going to register. It's not in my control, right? Secondly, we have overspent here a bit of money, and there's no way to be able to get it out other than if we are to finance this property. That's the only other way to get this money. Have we lost some money? Not really. Are we making a loss? Yes, we are. We are making a loss in many ways. The cost of opportunity, or should I say the time that we are going to be able to spend holding our money and be able to flip and go and do another deal versus what's now happening in this deal, we are losing a bit of money. So I'll rather hold it. So we made the call, let's hold it. But do you think that with these new numbers, if we are to flip this property, is it still a good strategy for us? Is there still some money? As you can see, my good friends, it's been painful. At this junction, the renovation cost, which we were assuming to be at 300, is now gone on 500. So how did I navigate, or what was the opportunities that we're still seeing? In this video here, I want to showcase to you that a lot of people, when they are showcasing their project, they generally just tell you, hey, this was the before and this was the after, and we made 500,000. Who flipping makes money? Does it? Or is it for you? Or are you willing to solve these problems to make some money? And in today's video, we are going to jump on to say, where are we? Where is the project today? So as you can see that we had plenty of opportunities within this particular property. And I want to state that irrespective of all the challenges that I incurred on this property, the property today still stands. The property today, it's owned cash with my VIP client. The property today has been giving us a whooping 7,500 Rand every month. Where are we on the numbers? So remember, we bought it for 250. That was the selling price that we eventually agreed upon. However, because of the escalation of the challenges on the infrastructure, we ended up spending around about 500, just shy of 500. So let's just take it as 500. So 750 is the amount of money that we incurred on the project, and then bingo, the project was now standing and looking beautiful. We got a tenant that's moved in, and we've never had a problem with the tenant throughout these years. That is opportunity number one. So somebody says to me, touch wood, TJ. Now, well, The area is heavily of, I want to say, smaller units, and this house is quite spacious. And our goal was never to have a tenant on this property. Our goal was to flip it. So you might be asking yourself, TJ, but how come you held on to the property so long and the intention was for you to sell it, was to do a flip? Well, my good friends, after we went through everything that we went through, we decided if we were going to sell this property at 850, we're not going to make some money. However, if we are going to hold this property for a while, we're going to wait for the market to respond. It was a risk that we took. And over and above that, we will then find an opportune time. Other opportunities started coming up. This particular land, or should I say the house, sits on a land that is just below 1,300 squares. Okay? And there's many opportunities that we have discussed, possibility of what we can do, and it needs some money and all of those things. So there is still a little bit of more life on the project that we can squeeze out. So there's a bit of more juice here that we can squeeze out to make extra money. Bearing in mind that the money that's on this deal here is not like, we're not pressed to have this money back. So at the moment, we have let it run smoothly. We're getting our rent 7,500, and we are enjoying that process. It's part of our portfolio. Over and above that, this property, we own it cash, and over and above that, this asset has been a great asset onto our balance sheets, where we've been able to showcase to banks to say that we've got an asset, and where we've also been able to showcase to the banks to say that we've got an income, consistent income, because the tenant that we have in this area, the area is built with smaller units with the same price, but this is a humongous house. You all remember this is around about 120 squares of a house, and within that, this tenant, it's an elderly couple that's been staying here. They've been paying us they've been paying us 7,500 for something that they could have been paying around about 15,000 for. And for that reason, I think the first 6 months they paid us upfront, and we were so happy. And over and above that, they've paid us every month. So this property has ended up being a buy-to-let. We are enjoying the proceeds. However, there's another bigger picture here where we are thinking that maybe we can do a subdivision. We've been talking to our town planner to do that. And what does it mean to subdivide? Well, the land is about 1,004, 1,003. If we were to divide that into half, we are going to be walking around with 600 on this side, 600 on this side, which is very common in this area. And for that reason, we can be able to bank the same money, we can be able to sell the land. So there's other opportunities that we are seeing, but we haven't really explored on this project. We've been busy on other projects, but this project has been a big win in terms of our asset value, in terms of our cash flow. But it's not the end of this project. In my next video, I am going to explain to you how we eventually exited this project, because there's other opportunities that is then come up. But for now, my good friends, I think this project has turned out well. We have come to the end of the project in terms of solving the big problems, in terms of phase one. How do we make money? I always say to people, when we've got a project going on, how quickly can you get some money? One of the biggest opportunities that I never shared on this particular project is that right at the beginning, when this project was going through the estate, the various estates, winding them off, we had no rent at all. How long was that? So for around about 4 years, we had no. So I'm just going to calculate here for you. So 7,500 times 12, right? So we got 90,000 for free. Okay? because we bought the property, it didn't transfer in our name, there was no occupational rent. Times that by 4, that was 360,000. 360,000 that we got for free on this particular project. Okay? Now, this was not something that we didn't anticipate, and this was a huge bonus for us. And for that reason, we felt we have now actually gotten this particular project for free. Does it make sense? So it's no longer a return on investment for us at this junction. It is actually infinity returns. If you understand what infinity returns is. But let me, yours TJ is always good. What is infinity returns? Check it out here at the bottom. We're always talking about infinity returns. So there's still a bit of cash that we left on the deal. So yes, this is a return on investment. From a buying perspective, we bought it with 250. So that 250 came back off the 360 that we're talking about. But there's an additional 500 that we're able to now do the reno. And part of that reno money, some of it has come back. And the remaining money is what we are now measuring the return on investment. So now if you have to do your maths, my good friends, you can see that the deal was a good deal, right? I'm trying to make you see that based on the lens on how you're looking at things, the deal could be different, could be sour. Someone could be saying, TJ, this VIP client of yours, so when were you going to supposed to close the deal for a flip? Well, because it's a VIP client, he understood. We worked together on the project and we understood how to navigate this. And it was not money that we needed initially, so we were able to extract more value out of it. So deals, my friends, they can take a different shape. Deals, my friends, some of them are just like in and out. So if you're not prepared to walk through the journey and understand, you're not able to unlock all of this value that we've spoken about. So let's round off. Let's round off this particular project and speak of the wins on the project. And I'll share with you how we then rewarded ourselves. Win number 1 is that we were able to buy cash. That was a huge win. Win number 2 was that we're not able to pay occupational rent for around about 4 years. Okay. Win number 3. I'm just going to mention the wins as I go along. The numbering is a bit confusing for me. I dropped the numbers somewhere. Wins, right? We're just talking about wins. The other win is that we were able to register, with the help of our attorney, a prepaid meter for electricity and a prepaid for water. Okay. The other win is that we were able to get a tenant in the property very quickly. Whilst we were doing some renos, we started getting inquiries coming in. The other win is that we started seeing opportunities of either subdividing the land and doing a build. The other win was that we managed to get not all, but a big chunk of our money, and this property started making a good return for us. So many wins that we can speak about here. I think this was a good project. Or should I say, I think this turned out to be a good project. We rewarded ourselves with my VIP client. Each time we'd go out on this project, we would go out on lunch and just reminisce on what's happening on this project and celebrate our wins. And over and above that, now we are in the process of actually selling this off. We are going to do a big reward to thyself, because this has been a big project in terms of navigating the issues. I hope we've learned something. Let me know what you've learned within this series. And let me know also if you'd like me to continue doing videos like these ones, where we literally just navigate the terrain of the deals. So I'm really grateful that you've been here and you've been watching us throughout. So until we see each other again on the next video right here at the TJ Tribe, boom.